Hello everyone, it is Mary here. I've tried to film this probably about 9 times now, so trying to figure out what's going on with the quality of this video, and I'm done trying. Sorry, this is just gonna look like a piece of trash, but I really need to get this filmed before it turns dark, and I'm not sure why it is so pixely. It is just so pixely, and I can't figure out why. So we're just gonna have to roll with it, because it's about to go dark. So, that out of the way. Usually my videos aren't this trash, but they are today. So today, I am filming my monthly makeup baskets. You've probably seen me in this shirt a couple times. Yes, I graduated in 2017 from BHS. All of our names are on the back. Anyway, sorry, none of y'all care. So, let's just get into this. I'm not going in any particular order because I'm not about that life. I'm not about setting things up. I literally have this makeup bag sitting on my vanity because this is where I do my makeup every morning or afternoon, depending on what time I wake up. And, yeah, everything that I use, I put in here, and all my makeup is stored behind it. Maybe one day I'll do a makeup collection and storage for you. Probably not, because I hate the way I store my makeup, and I've never been happy with it, but that is okay. Anyway, let's just get into it. First of all, I have been really switching it up on the blushes. I didn't use any of these eyeshadows. Well, I used, like, this one once, but that's besides the point. I've really been gravitating towards these blushes. These Tarte blushes. I'm wearing this one today in, I believe this one's in Culture. No, it's Icon. These four are matte, and this one is shimmery. This is from the, or these are, excuse me, from the, what are they called? The blush palette from 2017. The Tarte Holiday Blush Palette. Don't know why that took me so long. Anyway, they're just really pretty. The pink. And since I've been trying to pan that shimmery bronzer, I've been really into matte blushes. Because, you know, there's just so much shimmer going on in the cheek. I feel like the center should be matte. No, that was total BS, but, yeah. Anyway, next I have my foundations here. I have been mixing these two, mainly because I'm trying to use up this Kat Von D foundation, because technically it expired in December, but this stuff is expensive, and I'm so close to being done with it. I'm not sure how far up this goes here, but I'm right here, because this is one of those airless pumps, and, like, come on. This is in Light 43 Warm, and what I've been mixing with it, because this is way too light for me, like, way, I do, this is gonna sound like a lot, because this is like a super heavy full coverage foundation, but I do 2 pumps to 1 pump, and I also blend my foundation down my neck, so, and I also use a beauty blender, which soaks up a lot of product. Hence why the 3 pumps of foundation and 2 pumps of very full coverage foundation. I mean, it's like super glued to the face. It's awesome. Anyway, this is the True Match Lumi foundation. Why am I trying to look at the bottom? In W3 Nude Beige. This creates like a demi-matte finish that I'm really into. Okay, the next thing I'm seeing here is my primer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Glow Lock. This is a silicone-based primer, so as well as giving a really nice luminosity to the skin, it also fills in my pores. I just tap a little bit extra around this area where I do several pores and acne scars. Because I used to get lots of acne in this general, this general area and all over my forehead. I mean, it used to be like, pimples. It was bad. It was just bad. Okay. Now for eyeshadow palettes, I really went hard into eyeshadow palettes. Now, of course, I used my, it's back here, my Pan That palette. I used at least 3 shades from this palette every day. A matte cream color, my transition color, and another brown color that I was panning. But I really went hard into my single eyeshadows that I have in this pan, this Wet n Wild eyeshadow, and then these 2 e.l.f. eyeshadows. Start with these 2 e.l.f. eyeshadows. I'm going to declutter one of these, just because it doesn't, it's bad. This is the Prism eyeshadows, and this one's in Sunset. It was amazing when I first got it, except for this purple color, but I've always had problems with this deepest purple color, and that is the reason I bought this palette. It's because of this color. It's kind of sad. But for the longest time, I was trying to use this color as a highlighter. It's really pretty. It's kind of the same as that lightest shade in the, I almost call it e.l.f. Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio. It has that same kind of effect on my skin tone where I can't really use it by itself. This is just so bad. The quality is so bad. I'm so sorry. But anyway, and anytime I try to blend these out, especially these 3 shades, this one not so much. I actually really like this one, but I'm not going to keep a palette just for 1 shade. Anytime I try to put them on my eyelid, it blends away. And now, I tried to do a green, like in gold look, like a green cut crease, and I tried to put this gold shade all over the lid. I even put the Tattoo concealer that I'll show you on my eyelid, because it's a really great eyeshadow base. And it still didn't hold on to it. And that holds on to just about every single eyeshadow I have put on top of it. So this is going to be, what's this called? Unhauled. Decluttered. What I'm going to do with it, because these eyeshadows are super old, I'm just going to scrape all the eyeshadows out and then recycle the plastic packaging. Anyway, the next one I have, I'm keeping all the rest of them. For the most part. Is this Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette. I really love this. Great matte shadows. They blend really easy. I've never had a problem with this. This shade right here is like my perfect eyebrow color. So anytime I don't want to mess with a pomade, I just grab this and fill in my eyebrows really quickly. Alright, the next thing I have here is this Wet n Wild Au Naturel. I think that's what it's called. And they recently just repackaged this. This one's a Nude Awakening. I don't know if they renamed it though. Anyway, I really need to start working on this one more, especially because they repackaged it. So that means that this is an older palette. I think this is about a year old. Anyway, I really love these eyeshadows, and honestly, I don't use them enough. And the reason why, if you want to know the reason why I bought this palette, is because these 2 colors. Right here. I love putting this on the lid and this in the crease. Favorite look of all time. And then, I have 3 more declutters. Eyeshadows. So, this right here are all of my single eyeshadows, except for one that is in my Pan That palette, because I use that one as a transition shade all the time. And it's these 3 Coastal Scents eyeshadows. I was just trying to use them. First of all, I tried to use this blue color, and it does the same thing as those e.l.f. eyeshadows. It just completely blends away. I tried wetting it, putting the concealer down. It just nothing. I'm never going to use a purple like this. I bought these 2 shades because I wanted to experiment with color. They're from Coastal Scents. I got them for $1 a piece. So, get out. Gonna have to get the big guns. But, so I'm not completely upset about it. If you want to know the colors, let me get them out of here. I probably should have gotten them out before. So, this one I've actually had in a Project Pan in 2016. I hit pan on it, obviously. This one's in Chocolate Berry. This blue color is in Bardeni's Blue. And this purple shade, which I don't think I've ever used. I think all I've done to this is swatch it. And it's beautiful. I'm not gonna use it. So, anytime I do a pop of color, I always do neutral in the crease. I never do a fully colorful look, just because I'm still experimenting. It's not something that I'm completely like. It's really pretty though. It's so pretty. I need to get rid of it though. This one's an Orchid. And then I am keeping the rest of these. This one is an Anastasia eyeshadow in Stone? Question mark? Yes. And then the rest of these are ColourPop. Which I really want to get more ColourPop eyeshadows. Honestly. They're super pretty. And really great quality. Alright, that's eyeshadows out of the way. Let's go. This is my setting powder. I've been using the Wet n Wild mattifying powder. Just get Project Pan items out of the way. Then, of course, the color corrector that I'm panning. The golden bronzer that I'm panning. The e.l.f. Becca Opal that I'm panning. And then the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells. Where is that? Right here. I set all those back there. And then things that I'm not panning that I'm working on is this Razor Cabana bronzer. I use this as an under eye setting powder. Technically the sunscreen in this is expired because it has a SPF of 15. I believe. Yes. Because this is a 1.5 years old and sunscreen expires in a year. I believe. It actually doesn't have an expiration date on the back of this. It doesn't have an expiration date on the back of this, but sunscreen does expire in a year. For another highlighter that I've been absolutely loving, I know a lot of people, this is like not good. I don't think it's good. This is the Maybelline Master Holographic because it is pure glitter. I mean, let me show you. I mean, it looks chunky, and when I first swatched it, I was like, why did I buy this? But it has such a pretty, and this is not a hollow. This is duochrome. And there's a bunch of duochrome glitter in here and tapped just on the very high points of the cheek over another highlighter. So this is like a highlighter topper. Is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if I put it on, you'll be able to see. I literally just put it on with my finger and tap it. Just on the very top. And that is it. I don't know if you'll... And it just gives this, like, beautiful shift. I love wearing this with my purple highlighter. That, like, really pretty lilac. And then this on top of it is so gorgeous. And I probably will do that a lot in the summer. Okay, for a contour powder, I've been really gravitating towards this Wet n Wild Butter Bronzer. I have started, the imprint here has started to go down, but I don't contour a lot. And since I've been trying to use up that, I used to use this as like a bronzer, even though it is more cool toned, but I've been trying to use up that e.l.f. golden bronzer, and so that's been moved to the contour section. So I don't use as much of it. See, I should have an eyeliner in here, but I don't know where it is, but, I don't know where it is. I know it should be in here because I used that a crap ton this month. So I have that concealer here. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in L3. Yeah. And this has been amazing. Um I really like this because it's really full coverage. And again, I can use it on my eyelids. I can use it as an eyelid primer. This is the only concealer that I have found yet that I can use as an eyelid primer. But I don't know if I want to shell out the $26 for it again. I don't know if it's worth that because there's so many amazing drugstore options. So this might be just a product that I use once and then go back to my drugstore options. Because if y'all don't know, I'm a broke college student. So the eyebrow gel, I don't use eyebrow gel every day. But when I do, this is the one that I use. The only one I have. I keep it in here. And I just love it. Well, I mean, it's alright. It holds my brows in place, which is important. This is the Born This Way by Rimmel London. And this one's in 003 Dark Brown. I use this when I know I don't want my brows to move at all. Most of the time I don't care. I wear glasses, so like the top part of my brows get rubbed off. And I keep my glasses on so you can't notice, so. And the only mascara that I have right now is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. That one's fine. Let's see. The eyeshadow base that I have been using, it's the only one I have been using because I'm trying to get more use out of it, is the e.l.f. Smudge Pot in Cruisin' Chic. It's a really pretty bronze color. I use this just about every day. I used to use it as my primer before I started using the concealer a couple weeks ago. I'm still kicking along with my brow pomade. This is the e.l.f. Lock-On Liner and Brow Gel. Brow Cream, I think it's called. Brow Cream. This one's a medium brown. Perfect color match for my hair. When I was blonde, I was having problems with that one because it looked really dark. But now that I have gone darker, it looks fine. And then the lipsticks that I found the eyeliner. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. It's my fave. The lipsticks that I have been drawn to for this month have surprisingly been, the majority of them are Maybelline lipsticks because Maybelline has one of my favorite formulas for lipsticks. I have Lust for Blush, Touch of Spice, which is actually the one I'm wearing. This is my all-time favorite lipstick. And then this one is from the Bolds collection. Those were from the matte, the matte collection. This one is in Gray It Over. And then this CoverGirl or Katy Kat matte in, I can't say this name. I don't even know. It's KP01. It's just a nude color that I just kind of slap on. Especially when I don't know what to wear. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm really sorry about the quality of this video. It is literally trash. And I apologize. I don't know what to do. So, if I can figure it out, I'll refilm this. But I'm sorry if I don't figure it out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments for me, just leave them down below. Or any video suggestions. I love talking to you guys. And I will see you next time. Bye!